A Game of Thrones. Last week, we began a three-part sermon series focusing on keeping Jesus Christ at the center of our lives, keeping Jesus Christ on the throne. And we're talking about that with regards to how we handle conflict. Talked about how there is just this thing that's inside of us, really, we regard sometimes as a sinful nature that drives our desires. And sometimes that finds us to live in conflict with others, and sometimes in conflict with God Himself. And this week we talk about a battle plan, how we need to biblically address conflict in our lives, conflict with other people in our lives. So here's the deal, guys. If you can only make it one out of the three weeks of this sermon series, then I strongly encourage you to be here this week. You see, this week we talk about the battle plan. And the battle plan is our biblical plan of attack for addressing conflict that exists between individuals. And it's not very complicated, but it's hard. Sometimes we choose a lazy route. We just want to think, I don't need to address this. I'm just going to forgive this person and just move on. And I'm not going to deal with this. But the problem is, it doesn't solve some core problems that we find ourselves consistently engaged in. If that's where you find yourself, having the same discussions or same struggles with people in your life, then you really need to consider implementing the biblical battle plan for addressing conflict. So this week is the battle plan, but next week we discuss the rules of engagement. And that's important as well. You see, we can say things that are totally accurate in a way that's completely sinful and undermine everything we want to accomplish in resolving problems, reconciling relationships, and biblically handling conflict. So join us the next couple weeks as we strive to keep Jesus Christ on the throne by understanding the battle plan for addressing conflict and the rules of engagement for doing it God's way.